guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining the fam. I have new people coming through every single day, so thank you for subscribing. I haven't done one of these videos in a while. Today I wanted to do a use up my stash video, just doing a little product cocktail, seeing how it comes out, just with products that I'm working on using up, things that I haven't pulled out of my stash in a while. Let me know if you want me to do these more frequently. If you have seen my recent empties video, I will link it in the cards above for you to check out. Y'all know that I'm really focusing on using up a lot of products. Last season, I really did a good job of going through a lot of things that were like on their last leg, had a little baby bit left, you know, stuff like that. So I want to continue on with that. And just make sure I'm using up certain things. Sometimes I have certain products that I like to use with other things. One will run out quicker, and then the other product I was using with it, I just put down because I don't feel like finding something else that works with it. So today I'm going to be trying out this combo of the Tgin Green Tea Supermoist Leave-In. That's what she looks like. And I've had her hanging upside down, just so it's easy for me to get the product out. I literally have like one use left of this. I was using this a lot with the Giovanni LA Natural Stronghold Styling Gel. I ran out of it. For a while, it was like gone off of Amazon, and I didn't feel like going over to Whole Foods because Whole Foods is like way across town for me. And so I never repurchased it just because of the accessibility. And I just kind of stopped using this because I really liked using that with this. So I'm going to finish this up today, and I'm going to be pairing it with, if I can get it to stay, I'm going to be pairing it with my KeraCare Gelessence Strengthening Gel with extra virgin olive oil for natural and relaxed hair. I did a video on 3 of these gels. I had this one, I had, I believe, the moisturizing one and the Stronghold one. I did like a 3-way battle with those. I'll also link that up in the cards up here for you guys if you want to check that out. This was the one that I liked the most. Just for some reason, it gave me extra shine. But I really haven't picked these gels up since I did that review. For no other reason than I was using other products that really like wowed me. Between She Sent It and Curl Origin and some of the other things that came out, this just wasn't really on my radar. And it's not like it's one of those supernatural products that I need to use up really quickly anyway. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, just using up some products and sitting down and chatting with you guys. So if you're interested in seeing how this combo works and watching me use up some products in my stash, then just keep on watching. Let's go ahead and get into it. I have videos using both of these products, so I'm really not going to be giving you any reviews. I will link relevant videos in the iCards above for you, because this really isn't going to be a review video. These are products that I've already used, I've already tested, and I know that I like. So I'm working on freshly cleansed and deep conditioned hair, of course. And I do have videos coming on the products that I used to wash and deep condition my hair. And just spoiler alert, they're bomb. I mean, do you see? So I actually wanted to take this time. This is going to be kind of like a chit chat video, just to kind of talk to you guys about, you know, just kind of the culture of YouTube and how I've been feeling, because I honestly, like, I'm not a minimalist at all. Like, I've never been a minimalist. It's never really been my thing. Minimalism has never really been something that I've genuinely cared about. And the few times that I've tried to go like the minimalistic route, it just didn't work out because that's just not my nature, you know? But I feel like this time every year we have new like crops of people coming up just talking about the culture of YouTube, the culture of natural hair on YouTube, and just the things they're noticing and how they really want to set themselves apart from the culture of YouTube in general. And I'll be honest in that, like, obviously I definitely want to make a unique space for myself, but I'm also not naive in thinking that I'm that much different from everybody else, you know what I mean? I'm a product junkie. I'm fine with being a product junkie. I'm comfortable with being a product junkie, you know? I'm not making poor monetary decisions for the sake of purchasing products. I feel like for the amount of products that I have, I do a very good job of using up my stash. Even the things that you see behind me that probably to you guys look like they don't really change, like these shelves right here are always constantly changing. A lot of the times I will finish up products in that section, and I will just switch it out with a fresh bottle. A lot of those products I've worked really hard to whittle down. There's a lot of space on that shelf. It just doesn't look like it because I've moved everything up to the front. I think that's more of like the retail worker in me. You know, you move everything to the front to make it look full. But yeah, like I always committed to, when I decided to start this channel, I knew that I was going to have somewhat of an excess of things, you know? I knew that that was going to happen because I know that I like trying new things. I know that just in general as a culture on YouTube, people want to see new products. People want to see what people think about the newest thing, you know? Regardless of whether, you know, you're doing it as like from a business perspective or just personal in your own time, just wanting to give perspective on different things, you're gonna have products. Like that just kind of is what it is. But I also have been in a place too where I'm also kind of feeling this responsibility to also encourage you guys to not do more than you need to, and to not shop like someone who is a YouTuber, and especially not someone who does YouTube as a business, you know? Like, I followed a lot of people in the last, you know, couple of months that, like, watching the amount of things that they buy, it just feels so unhealthy, and it just feels so, honestly, it feels kind of toxic. I feel like people throw that out there a lot. Like, people throw out the word toxic a lot for things that honestly, like, toxicity really isn't the word, right? Because sometimes, you know, just because it's not the most positive trait, it doesn't mean that you're toxic, you know? But, like, I've just kind of seen, like, some of these habits that I'm just like, I don't want to encourage that for the people that follow me, you know? I don't mind you guys seeing me buy things, but I also want you guys to see me, you know, really being conscious about what I use and how I use it, and actually making sure that I'm using up the things that I purchase, but also kind of with that understanding that I also do these videos not with the intentions of wanting you guys to go out and buy every single thing that I share. Yes, it is helpful, especially, you know, like we do ambassadorships and things like that. And when you use our codes, you use our links, it really does help us grow our platforms. It helps us grow rapport with brands. And so it is always really nice to see that, you know, you trust my review and therefore you went out and you purchased the product and you let the brand know. But I also don't want people who watch me to ever feel pressured to just continue to buy and buy and buy and buy. Like, that's not why I do these videos. I do these videos because I want you guys to have some type of litmus test when it comes to making an informed decision about a product that you would like to try, that you would like to add to your collection, right? And so I want to give you as much information as I possibly can so that you guys can really make the most informed decision, whether you want to purchase a product now or you want to purchase it later, you know, or whatever. Even if you don't want to buy it, even if you just know that maybe you have a natural in your family or someone that's your friend and you know that they've been interested in these products, you can share that video with your friend or your family member and they can have a more informed perspective, you know? That's why I try to be very descriptive. I try to really look at what is the product saying that it's going to do? What are the claims? I've had people kind of get nasty with me about reviewing products based on the claims, but You know, at the end of the day, like, I'm not just here to sit here and look at myself on camera and play in my hair. Like, if I just wanted to watch myself play in my hair, guys, I would just sit in front of my vanity and just do my hair and not be putting in all this work. But I know that there are people on this channel with very different types of hair, very different types of hair needs. Not everyone has the same curl pattern, the same density, you know, the same texture. We all live in different climates. There are so many different factors to how products will work in your hair, even just aside from how you care for your hair. And so that's why I try to really give you guys in-depth reviews regardless of how long they are, because regardless of what your hair looks like, how similar or different your hair is to mine, I want you to feel like you walked away knowing more about the thing you tuned in to watch than you did before. You know what I mean? I want you to feel like you actually took something away from it, not that you just sat here and watched me play in my hair for 30 minutes and you still have 50,000 questions about what the topic was, you know what I mean? But also, with that comes that sense of, when you leave, I don't just want you to be like, oh, that product was bomb. Like, I want you to leave being a more informed consumer. I want you to leave being able to make better decisions for yourself and for your hair, and better decisions for your buying practices too. I don't want you guys to just buy up every single product that I review because I said that it's good, right? Because let's be realistic here. You guys know I definitely review products with a certain degree of positivity. Something really has to like beat up my hair or just be really, really crappy for me to be like, yeah, this is garbage, don't buy it, you know? Like, that's just not my style, you know? Even if I really don't like a product, I can sit there and think about the ways that that product would be really bomb for somebody else, as long as it didn't harm my hair in some way, you know? Every failed wash and go doesn't mean that a product is necessarily trash. It just means that it doesn't do what I need it to do for my needs. But there very well may be another natural out there that can totally benefit from all those things. And that's why I say, you know, I watch different people all the time, because sometimes the best reviews are reviews for people that don't like any of the products that I like, and vice versa, you know? A lot of times I'll watch certain YouTubers simply to see what they don't like, because the things that their hair hates, my hair tends to love. I tend to like a lot of things that a lot of people really hate, you know? But that makes me a more informed consumer. And because it makes me a more informed consumer, I can come back and share that information and give you guys that knowledge so that you can continue to be more informed consumers. You know, there is a general nature of excess with doing this, you know, like, and even for me, sometimes I get overwhelmed. Like, I've been getting a lot of PR lately, mostly from like skincare companies and fragrance companies. And every time I get a new package, I'm just like, dude, where am I gonna put all this? Like, right now I'm working on kind of figuring out how I want to overhaul this room. I want to paint, I want to get new shelving, like all these different things that I want to do so that I can really organize everything and see everything so that I know that I'm using everything and getting the most out of my stash. But with the way that I try to rotate products and the way that I really hone in on things that I love, I feel like I do a pretty decent job of trying to get the most out of my stash, considering how large it is, you know? And I also want to encourage you guys to do the same. Yes, this is technically a business for me. You see how wet I am? But at the same time, that is not the only motivator for me, you know? And you can still be genuine, you can still be raw, you can still be honest and still be real. And still turn your hobby into something that is making money for you. It's just the way that you go about it, you know? Anything can be genuine. It's just the way that you go about it. And I always want what I do here to be genuine with you guys in every single way. And so that's why I just kind of, you know, wanted to reiterate that when I'm doing these reviews, I don't want you guys to feel so influenced that you're just purchasing every single thing you see me review, right? Like, I want you to make informed decisions. That's the point of this. I want you to really look at, okay, what is she saying? How is this really working for her? And how can I incorporate this into my regimen? Okay, maybe it doesn't fit in my regimen right now, but once I use some things up, I think that I want to make this like my next try, you know? Or maybe you really don't care and you just enjoy my content, and I appreciate that, you know? But yeah, I just noticed like some of the things I see, and I know some of it is literally just, you know, the influencing and just the PR, the sheer amount of things that we get on a regular as people who do influencing work. It's a lot. It is a lot. Whenever I can, I try to donate my products. Usually I give them to people that I know, my friends, that just because a lot of times I have things that I have used and I feel way more comfortable giving them to someone that I know, you know? That's just a personal preference for me. But I also do donate to local shelters. You know, sometimes I'll have more backups than I need, or a company will send me backups for me to do work, you know? And sometimes I just have too much of that thing, you know, they've sent me a lot of it, and so I'll just put it in a donation pile. But I have friends and family that are natural, and I like to send them stuff, but, you know, as I've been kind of curating things for giveaways and everything, when I send you guys stuff, I want it to be new. I know that some people don't care, but I do, you know? And so I've just kind of been buying some things here and there, trying to curate packages for you guys, because I definitely intend on doing silent giveaways, especially on my videos that don't necessarily get a lot of traffic, because I do want to really, I'm going in with the gel now, by the way. I want to really like celebrate those of you who really watch everything that I post and give me really good feedback on everything that I post. Like, I really appreciate that, because, you know, it really just kind of motivates me, because sometimes when you're generating content, and it's content that, you know, doesn't follow the general path that you've led for your channel. Sorry, my seat keeps falling down. It can be really like, I don't know, it can just give you pause, you know? Like, I've talked to some of my YouTube friends about this, and I genuinely don't believe that you have to shove yourself into a box, because honestly, when I started this channel, I wasn't doing one thing. I'm kind of shifting onto a different topic now, sorry, but we're chatting. But I do appreciate those of you who really do watch everything that I post and enjoy all of the content that I create, because, oh Lord, I put work into everything I do. I don't just post to post. Like, I really put a lot of thought, I put a lot of research into everything that I do. And so when I get the feedback, when you guys let me know, like, hey, yeah, like, I'm watching, I'm looking out for this content, and I really appreciate it when you post these types of videos, it goes such a long way. And there's always like a specific few people that I see underneath every single video, and I just really appreciate it, and y'all come in with so much positivity. So I've been like basically putting together like gift boxes for those specific people, because they deserve it. Like, you guys have just been loving up on me no matter what I do, no matter what I post. And I just really appreciate it. But yeah, so like, I like to give out brand new products, just because, I mean, you never know. And especially like, like wet hands and product. Like, I don't want to give that away, you know? Like, who knows what's grown in that product since then. So, even though, yes, there's preservatives, it's just the scientist in me is not a fan of giving away anything that's used. But if it's somebody that I know that I'm close to that says like, yeah, hey, if you don't like it, I'll take it, then, you know, then I'll do that. But as far as giving away like used items to strangers, I'm not about that. Just looking at this, I already know this is going to be a heavy wash and go. Look at it. So we'll see. As long as it doesn't hang like super low, I think I'll be fine. But I also like the shine of this. But yeah, I just like want to encourage you guys to like continue to use up your products and not overbuying. I think we all kind of, I know me, when I don't feel well or like I'm having a bad day or just, I don't know, like if I'm in bed and I'm not feeling good, I'm having a flare up or something, I start shopping online. It's a very bad habit. Like I do every time. If I'm in bed sick, if I'm in bed with a flare up, usually it's a flare up because I don't really get sick like that. I shop. But I also just, I don't want you guys like out here hoarding products. Like this stuff goes bad, you know, like, just be aware. I don't want to encourage you guys to be doing anything that may not be healthy for you, you know? I think there's a little bit of shopaholic in all of us, you know? But I also like still want you guys to be like confident in the products that you have, to feel like you have products that really suit your needs. And, you know, I always say this, but at any given day, if I just decided to stop doing YouTube, I could get rid of like 95% of my stash and be happy with what I have, you know, because when I started my platform, I already had products that I knew I really liked and products that I knew worked really, really well for me. And I could have just not messed with any of the other things, you know, maybe got a new thing here and there. But because I kind of started in that place, I know that that is something that I could do. Do y'all see how like chunky and glossy my hair is with this? I'm definitely gonna have to pull some of these curls apart. Those KeraCare gels are really, really nice. I feel like they're really slept on when it comes to affordable products. People talk about the one from their professional collection a lot, but I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like just looking at the ingredients, they're really, really similar, and these Gelessence ones are way cheaper, so, and easier to find. So I would totally get these before I would get that one. I think these were like $4 a piece, if I remember right. And if you can't find it in store, if you go on the KeraCare website, you can get them on there. And the best part is that their shipping is like $3. So you can get like all 4 of the gels for under $20 and only pay like a few dollars for shipping. That's not bad at all. So yeah, I don't know, like that's just kind of been on my mind for some months now, and I just haven't talked about it. I think just because I just had a lot going on. Like I've just been in my own head, like really just doing a lot of thinking and collecting and just trying to regroup. We'll talk about that. I have a Q&A coming. You guys asked for a Q&A, and I do have that still coming. But I just kind of had to pause on a lot of things that I was doing. Just because of everything going on with my dad, and trying to take care of him. So, but, it's something that's been on my mind heavy, because sometimes I'm just like, are we really doing this? Like, are we really promoting this just basically hoarding mentality? Like, it's okay? Like, I'm just... And see, the thing is, I wouldn't feel like it was really a thing if it weren't for the fact that like I see people reposting this stuff like I need to get on her level. I need to get on her level. And I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need all this crap. Like, as just a regular everyday person, like, you're wasting so much money trying to, like, feel like you have the same type of stash and the same type of options as someone else. And I will just tell you guys this, like, for me, having a large stash helps, because as a product reviewer, like, you guys know, I'm not just saying, oh, I like this product, I don't like this product, and I never use it again. A lot of times I will pull out products and compare them. A lot of times, you know, brands will reformulate. And so it helps to kind of have that there, like, I have this ingredients list, or I have, you know, this packaging and these claims or whatever. That is very helpful for me, because then I really can give you guys a baseline of how has things changed. How does the ingredients on this product compare to this product? I can put them directly in my head and tell you, you know, this one works better than this one for me. So for me, from my standpoint of how I personally like to review products, because everyone on YouTube reviews products differently, it's very helpful for me to have all of those options there, because I can literally just get up, go pull the product off of my shelf, and boom, I can tell you exactly what you need to know. And a lot of times you guys will DM me about things and I'll be like, hold up, I have that in my stash, let me go look. And I'll respond with pictures and, you know, all sorts of stuff. If, you know, you're really curious, or you're kind of struggling with something, or you think something may have changed, I can pull it up right then and there for you. And so that is helpful for me, you know, because I'm not just out here just reviewing stuff to be first, which is fine. Like, if you want to be first, it's cool. I mean, it really does help, because when I was the first one to do that pattern video, that was actually kind of cool. It was weird, like, but I know some people were probably annoyed only having me, because I know my videos are long, but the people who watch me like long videos. But yeah, like, that benefits me in the way that I review material, you know, because I basically look at everything as, like, it kind of like going into a library and literally, like, pulling the information, you know? That's kind of how I look at it when I'm doing a product review. That's kind of how I treat my stash, is like, I use it for my personal use, but I also dig a little bit deeper. And because I have those options there, I have more to share for you guys, you know what I mean? So everybody doesn't need that, you know? And sometimes when I see that, I'm just like, you don't need to aspire to have all this crap, you know? You really don't. Like, save your money. Hold on, like, use it for a rainy day, or use it to, you know, maintain those really good, solid products that you know that you have in your stash, you know? But I never want you guys to feel like, you know, I need to get like her, or I need to up my game. Like, as long as it's upping your game and taking care of your hair, that's all that matters. Once you really, like, you know, once you boss up your regimen, once you boss up when it comes to consistency, the products, you just plug that shit in, you know? Like, y'all know I don't really change up my techniques unless I kind of need to, but, like, my regimen has been the same and it's been working for me. And that also aids me in knowing whether a product really works for my needs or not, you know? Once you really up your game when it comes to how you take care of your hair and your overall regimen, and understanding what your hair needs, the products are secondary. They're the fun, they're the icing on top, you know? Like, but it's not really the foundation. And I don't want you guys to ever feel like the products are the foundation, because they really aren't, you know? Yes, good products help enhance and boost your regimen, absolutely. But good products in excess, still, you know, like, you really need the basics. Start with the basics and then work your way up. Like, sometimes I have people ask me to give them this long list of products and stuff, and I'm just like, first of all, I can't do that because 1, there's too much work. 2, I have way too many videos on way too many products. And 3, only you can know what works best for you. I can tell you what works best for me. And if you have a certain type of product that you like, I can give you some suggestions. But as far as giving you every single thing that you may want or need or desire for your hair, I can't do that, you know? But I just hope that whenever I upload a video, and I feel like you guys would tell me, but I do see sometimes like, Bree, no, like now I have to buy this. And I never want you guys to feel like, just because I like something, oh crap, now I have to go out and buy it, you know? Like, I never want you guys to feel that pressure to buy and buy and buy just because I like it, you know? Put it on your list for a rainy day. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy it now. If it's something that you really, really, really want to try, you know? Then put it on your list for a rainy day. But I never want you guys to feel so pressured when it comes to these product reviews, because they're supposed to be informative to you so that when you go out and you go to the store, you kind of have a better idea of how that product may work in your hair. Or if you're like me and you go into the store and you just kind of black out, you know, instead of blacking out, you can go with, you know, a list of things or notes that, you know, I've given about a product and kind of how it functioned, you know, just to kind of help you be more informed and just better consumers. But I never want you guys to feel super pressed, you know. We should never be stressing about spending money on anything. Like, we really shouldn't. Like, that's the last thing that we should be worried about. It should be fun. And I always want you guys to feel like when you are styling your hair, doing anything with your hair, that you are really maintaining, you know, a ritual, a regimen, something that is good for you. That is what I want for you guys. But I never want you guys to feel pressed. And I never want you guys to feel like you have to run out and buy something. Because that's not really what this should be about, you know? It's just really what it is it's just the art of sharing. It's the art of sharing things that we love, sharing our opinions. I happen to really enjoy products. I enjoy hair products. I enjoy makeup. And so those are the things that I like to talk about with you guys because you guys also share those same interests. But I never want you guys to feel like you have to go out and buy something because most of this is just secondary to the bigger picture, you know? But yeah, I hope you guys are like, one thing that I am, you know, really working on is decluttering. Not necessarily my stash, but just decluttering things that I just don't need. Decluttering bad practices in my life, you know? Like, my mind and my living space is just cluttered. I have a lot of stuff that I don't use. You guys see it in every video. I'm sick of seeing it in every video. I just have a lot of things that are clutter in my life. They're taking up space. They're taking up moments in my life, and I'm sick of seeing them, you know? So even though, like, I'm not, like, decluttering my stash, I don't really have anything to declutter because I give things away before I get to the point where I feel like I need to. But, yeah, like, I'm just decluttering other things in my life. And one of those things is, like, just poor thought processes and bad habits, just, you know, like, things that just aren't good for, you know, the long term. I've decluttered certain relationships, you know, all that good stuff. That is one thing that I'm really working on, is just getting rid of the clutter in my life, mentally and physically. So And I want to encourage you guys to do the same, you know? But that was what I wanted to talk about in this video because it is a use at the stash video and it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, you know? Is just that culture we have of just buying and buying and buying and the excess. And you guys know I love a good haul. I like to do hauls because they're videos that I like to watch. I like to create videos that I like to watch. And this is how much gel I used. I don't have to use a lot of this at all. It's very smooth, so it doesn't take a lot. And it takes forever to go through this leave-in, so I still have, I thought I had 1 use left. I probably have about 2 or 3 left, but I'll probably just go ahead and throw it in my empties bin. Because if this combo works out the way I think that it will, then I will probably finish that product off using the KeraCare strengthening gel. Can't get my words out. Just so that I can go ahead and work on using up some other products. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let my hair air dry. I will finish it off underneath my hooded dryer before I go to bed tonight, and then I will come back at you tomorrow and we will talk about the finished product. Okay guys, so I am back and this is the final result of my little Tgin and KeraCare cocktail. Let me turn around for you. I am definitely enjoying this hair. I did end up having to go in with my blow dryer because my hair was so shrunken up. It was literally shrunken up to like right here. And my curls were just way too wrapped around themselves. Like I was like, yeah, if I don't separate and stretch, then it's just gonna be one big mat tomorrow. So even though doing a bunch of stretching isn't my favorite thing in the world, this definitely needed it. This combination was very clumping. This combination really clumps the strands, and I'm sure y'all could see that in the video when I was applying the products. You can see these pieces are very, very clumped together. I'm not going to really pull them out because I want to let this swell over the next couple of days. Before I go in and co-wash and reset after, you know, all the working out and all that good stuff. So I really like this hair. It could use a little bit more shaping, but really truthfully, I'm just in need of a trim. And so things just gonna look a little scraggly until I can get in to see my stylist. It left my hair very shiny. I did create some frizz with just trying to help get it a little bit more fluffy and voluminous, but it left a very, I would describe this as brilliant. It's a very brilliant shine that was left on my hair. And I did scrunch the crunch out with my Bread Beauty Supply hair oil. I don't know if the video on this brand is up yet or if it's coming after, but you either will have seen it or you won't have, and I will link it up in the cards if it is live. So this added some extra shine too, and just a little bit of protection from doing the stretching. Kind of helped me manipulate without adding too much frizz. But my hair has like superior moisture. The moisture is bomb. It's already shrinking back up. That's how you know my hair is super duper moisturized, because like I've just been sitting here and watching my hair shrink back up in real time. When I first did the stretching, I stretched it to here because I knew it was going to shrink back up just by the nature of the products. I've been using that Tgin green tea Supermoist for years. So I know how that product functions in my hair, and I have also gotten some uses out of that KeraCare gel, so I know how that product functions as well, and I'm pretty sure that product has glycerin in it, so that also contributes to the shrinkage, which is fine for me. Overall, I think this is a good combo. I wouldn't suggest it if you have like super duper like low density super fine strands, because this is going to clump all of that together and it will probably make you look like you have like 3 hairs. Like for me, I'll be able to get some lift and volume out of this, and it actually looks more voluminous in person than it does on camera. It looks way bigger in person than it does on camera. The camera's not doing it justice at all. I feel like it never really does. Like I get on camera and I feel like I look like I have like 4 strands of hair, but in person it looks really big and fluffy. I don't know. But yeah, if you have very low density hair, this is not going to be a combo for you. It's just going to compact your strands too much. I feel like if you have low density hair, this has enough moisture in it for you to probably use it on its own and be fine. And if you want extra volume, go underneath with a curl primer like the Eden Body Works hydration serum, or even that Carol's Daughter cocoa creme if you want a little bit of extra moisture. That would be really great as a curl primer underneath this too. But I'm definitely going to be using up that leave-in with that gel because I do like the combination. I like the shine, and I think I can manipulate it to be more of the fluffy wash and go that I like to have. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just like sitting down and speaking candidly with you guys while I just kind of help use up my stash. But yeah, I just want my channel to feel like we're hanging out with the homies, you know, but I never want you guys to ever feel pressured. I never want you guys to feel like you're chasing this idea of a perfect stash or, you know, having enough. Like, it shouldn't be about that, you know? Like, if you're going to try something, try it for the fun of it, or try it because you really, really want to try it, but never try it because you feel like you're being pressured by someone that you watch, you know? I purchase a majority of the products that I share on here, so it's never a matter of like outside influence trying to get me to push something on you guys. Like, if I'm sharing it with you guys, whether it's sponsored, whether it was sent to me, or whether it was purchased, which usually it was purchased by me, it's always going to be 100%, and I don't work with anybody that doesn't allow me to be 100% honest about how I feel about a product, you know? Know that I always appreciate the fact that you guys trust me enough to go out and purchase anything that I recommend and anything that I like, and engage with the brands that I talk about, because you guys know, like, when I talk about a brand a lot, like, I'm really passionate about that brand. I really like the people behind the company, but also know that with that gratefulness that I have towards you guys as people who watch me and people who trust me, also understand that I never, ever, ever want you guys to feel pressured to go out and buy a bunch of stuff and try to get on the level of what me or somebody else has. Like, it should never be that way. If you have a stash, you want it to be fun, not stressful. You never want to be stressing about feeling like you have to keep up and buy the next big thing. It's just not that serious. This should all be fun, you know? So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know if you want more videos like this. You guys know I just love to come on here and talk to you guys and just see how y'all are doing and just talk about the things that are on my mind. So if you want more videos like this, make sure you chime in the comment section below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video. Leave me a comment down below. Share it with your friend if you think they'll love it too. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're always notified about my uploads. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
It's more than a feeling.